What's going on? Once again, it is your host, your friend, your boy, your pal, your mate, Arachnid Soul, coming to you today with something a little bit different. Actually, let me turn this game volume up. We're going to be playing a little bit of WWE. No, this is not 2K23. This is 2K24. Now, before we get into that, please do me a favor. Smash that thumbs up, subscribe. And if there's one more thing I can ask you, please go check out the video that I posted just a couple hours ago on Mike Tenay going into the Hall of Fame, he and Don West. I see we've got Trev in chat. Nice to see you, Trev. What's going on? Also have Comrade in chat. He's saying his connection is terrible. This audio still sounds so low to me. Well, I guess they'll let me know in chat how the audio sounds. Gonna get right into things. It's nice to be back, finally. I've had a lot of things going on in my life, so I have not been able to be as consistent on YouTube as I would like to. Let's take a look at tonight's card. We are playing through, I don't know why I assumed that you knew it. There's no way you would know. We are playing through WWE 2K24 Universe mode, but this is a new revamped WCW. It's many of your favorites from yesteryear and some of the best talent of today and a lot of stuff in between. And yeah, Comrade, I am going to respond to that. Thanks for the kind words in the comment. I read that 2 minutes before we went online. Let's see. So we're going to open up tonight. This is the Revolution. It's Chris Benoit. It's Dean Malenko and it's Shane Douglas. They're going to be going up against Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, a.k.a. a guy I still call DJ Z or Zima Ion. Their manager of the LWO is Eddie Guerrero. That's the opening contest. Then we have a little bit of an interesting situation that's going on here where this guy Noam Dar, who just can't catch a break, had a match last week against Rob Van Dam. They tore the house down, and now apparently they're in a rivalry, but it's a rivalry based on respect unless some crazy stuff goes down tonight. And then we've got a World Championship bout for you in the main event. And Booker T, the dominant world champion, will be putting his belt on the line against the former Eli Drake, currently LA Knight, and let's get into it. I don't know how any of this can play out. Let's see. Do we want entrances? Let's not have... Actually, you know what? Let's have a little bit of an entrance, because I'm not too interested in seeing what's going to happen with Benoit Malenko's entrance, but I'd like the LWO entrance. And this has been a hot contested rivalry as well. Yeah, Dean Malenko's one of my dudes. One of the best technical wrestlers ever, especially when it comes to the advanced basics. Dean Malenko is everything I look for in a pro wrestler. I mean, when I go to watch a pro wrestling match, it's either going to be a Bret Hart match, a Chris Benoit match, a Dean Malenko match, or an Eddie Guerrero match, and maybe Van Dam, maybe some Lance Storm, but those are my go-to people. Did somebody say Manami Toyota? Gail Kim, Akira Hokuto, if we're talking women. Blackballed Tessa Blanchard. But this is a tag team rivalry that's been heating up. I think the young upstarts want to prove the vets wrong. We're going to skip Benoit's entrance. You just need to see him for a second anyway. Remember those old games where you would just kind of see him for half a second? Guess I might as well talk a little bit of wrestling too while we're here. Shane Douglas, the man who Triple H stole everything from, the look, the gear. I mean, Shane Douglas, 98, 99. The Nike breakaway pants, the leather cap, the facial hair, the promo, the way of speaking, the way of moving, the style of dress, the overall vibe. Triple H biting extremely hard off the franchise Shane Douglas, who in my opinion at one point might have been the greatest world champion actively in pro wrestling when he held the ECW belt. Yeah, that NJPW junior heavyweight roster in the 90s was insane. Everybody from Gato to Jericho, Ultimo Dragon, Black Tiger, Eddie Guerrero. We can talk about Wild Pegasus, Chris Benoit, Shinjiro Otani, Jushin Thunder Liger, El Samurai. I mean, don't even get me started. I should also point out that I have messed with the sliders to make this game a lot better, but that also makes the game a lot more difficult, and I'm playing on legendary difficulty, so there's no guarantee I'm going to win any of these matches. I'm Chris Benoit. As you can also see, we have rotated the camera, which is why the set looks so sweet. Shane Douglas and Eddie Guerrero at ringside. I'm not calling this match, I'm just talking over it. Here we go. This is what you have to do. You just have to learn to out-wrestle people. And this match has been going a lot better. Cover there. I see you said something about Jim Cornette, but I'm so busy not trying to give away the advantage. I actually turned that suplex with the analog stick, so don't think, boy, they put an ugly German suplex in this game. Oh, that was my fault. Got greedy. Jim Cornette probably... I actually did a video that you can find on this channel. Shane Douglas taking the turnbuckle pad off the corner there. Oh, nice. But I did a video on what I felt were the greatest pro wrestling managers. There's that amazing red 718, as they call it in Brooklyn. A lot of people call that a 619. DJ Z, aka Joaquin, going wild. But I made a video on who I thought were the greatest pro wrestling managers of all time. And I made it with another guy, Red Eye Jedi, who we don't see too much anymore, but one of the cool guys I met on YouTube early on. Cool content creator, always helped me out. Hangman's new style neck breaker. What is going on here? What is... I legitimately have never seen this happen before. And Shane's getting thrown out. How about throwing Eddie out? Thank you. Might as well. Let's make this thing fair. This is pretty cool that that's in here. Inside Cradle Dean. Oh. Okay. A lot going on here. That's the Key Crusher 99. But yes, anyway, I had, I had the guy with me, Red Eye Jedi. There we go, Dean. Look at the writing time there. And he basically said the greatest manager of all time was Bobby Heenan, which a lot of people do say, and I don't have a problem with that. Here comes a Sator. No, not a Sator-Gatami. But my feeling was that the greatest of all time was Cornette. Got him. Good old Texas Cloverleaf. A hell of a way to open up Monday Nitro. Let's see what he said. Oh yeah, he's saying that Cornette got a lot of his personality and everything from Lawler. I mean, you know, think about Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. You know, anybody out there, go watch some Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. I mean, here's the guy who got everything from Jerry the King Lawler. His mannerisms, his movements. Yeah, that was pretty crazy that happened. And now we're going to kick things up a little bit. This is going to be an insane match, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this thing. Gonna go with my boy. The whole damn show? Thought it was more aggressive than that. I guess that's like when Shane Douglas would come out and say, cut the damn music. I just remember it being different before. This is, oh! Wow. No handshake this week. We shook hands last week. That's crazy. Alright. Wow. And he's more aggressive this week. Well, and I also think I can make a whole video on Cornette. I also think that Cornette's a guy who understands why things have been done the way they have been done in wrestling. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of wrestlers now don't understand that. This is also a guy that I really like. We talked about my love for Van Dam, but also Noam Dar, a guy I saw years ago the first time in TNA and thought this kid is phenomenal. And he went to WWE. He was very straight-laced. I don't watch WWE, but just from the video games and his appearance and his ratings, I can tell there wasn't a lot done with him. And now he's a stoner, which is kind of cool to see him fighting Van Dam. Van Dam's more of a weed guy. I look at Noam Dar and I think of him as more of a psychedelics guy, maybe LSD, 5-DEO, DMT, ayahuasca, shrooms, that psilocybin, if you will. Oh, went for it. Don't do it, kid. You got your whole career ahead of you. Oh, nice. Came off the top like a young Kevin Von Erich. Yeah, this is a much more aggressive version of him, but you know, I almost think about like Wildcat Chris Harris and James Storm, America's Most Wanted, and how Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas, the Naturals, kind of had their number. This kid, for some reason on this game, kind of has my number. Off the top. Nice Frankensteiner. Wow, only one. And honestly, when I saw this match booked, I said maybe this should be the main event. Just because it's like RVD Lynn. Yeah, but you gotta serve the customers, and Cornette's old school and all this other stuff, but at the same time, why do you think there's less people buying tickets to wrestling than ever before? Like, why would you increasingly cater to a shrinking fan base? Oh, nice. Caught him sleeping. Caught the young man sleeping. Five-star. Come on, ref. It's a great match. Great five-star frog splash. He tried to roll out of the way, but hit him like Ultimate Warrior or Delirious Shadows over Hell. And I fully agree with you about the turn that wrestling has taken. There was a certain, I don't want to say his name, but we'll say a certain billionaire promoter of a major professional wrestling company who's not named McMahon, who actually sent me a cease and desist video because Sting debuted in his company and I started making videos about his company and they weren't positive. And I've since just said, you know what, I'm going to refrain from saying anything bad about whichever, elite organization I'm referring to. Anyway, it's main event time. I think it's main event time. And I think we're good. This is going to be it. This is it for LA Knight. He's had 2 bites at the apple now. And if he can't beat Booker T tonight for this World Championship, this is it. This is going to be the last match in this stream, and then we're going to wrap things up. Nice to see the Pro Wrestling Guy in chat. Let me look at the Pro Wrestling Guy's logo, because that still looks like, even though I'm looking on my second screen, Pro Wrestling Guy, that still looks like the Ring of Honor logo. I thought since you had AEW, you were going to switch up the logo a little bit, since that kind of already represents Ring of Honor, and now TNA's back. I thought you put the nice new TNA logo on there, my company, my boys. But what's going on, Pro Wrestling Guy? Yeah, the week's going good. The weekend was alright. Hopefully next weekend will be fine. Let me get this thing started. I forgot to hit the button. Here's a guy who has everything you could possibly want in a pro wrestler in your organization, much like an AJ Styles, much like a Bobby Roode. But dude can't catch a break. He's going through exactly what he went through in TNA. The difference is this whole situation where him not really being used and the fans loving him, and then him starting to get used better and going after belts and becoming the top dog, that happened pretty quickly in TNA, but I hear in WWE it's taken a long time, and they're not sure about him. Is this guy good? Is this guy not good? I don't know. Let's bring out the world champ. When we talk about great heavyweights over the past, say, 30 years, Booker T, one of the best heavyweights. Booker T's run when he broke up from the Harlem Heat tag team in '98, when he started chasing that World Television Championship in WCW, the best of 7 with Chris Benoit, the matches with Fit Finlay, the night that he had to go through Rick Martel and Perry Saturn to walk out with the gold. Just a tremendous athlete. Did very well for himself in WWE as well, so that's cool. We're going to see how this one unfolds for the richest prize in the sport, the great sport of professional wrestling.
Introducing the challenger from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, and
Little C.W. Anderson taunt.
Texas, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Booker T.
Man, that belt looks great in this game. Don't know why it's the WCW belt, but it has the Triple H rubies in it, but we're going to look the other way on that. Wasn't that disgusting that night when Triple H just got handed this belt? They took it out of a briefcase, and they're like, congrats on WWE TV. Since we own WCW now, you're the WCW champion. Like, ugh. This is it. LA Knight beats me to lockup, gets an early torture rack. Maybe going Burning Hammer. Nope. Chris Canyon cutter. Yeah, this is not looking good. This is not how I wanted to start out. Here we go, Book. Booker T, another guy who faced Triple H at WrestleMania one year after Triple H had made some, I mean, let's call it what it is, racist comments that I'm sure WWE probably doesn't replay anywhere about Booker T. Entire world thought Booker T was going into that WrestleMania, was going to beat Triple H. Hit his Harlem Hangover, looked great, was on point all night, and unfortunately, we all know what happened there. And if you don't believe me, ask the big man. If you don't believe him, ask the crippler. And if you know where that quote is from, you really are a wrestling fan. I'm getting my keister roasted here. Here we go. Here we go, Book, neck breaker. Let's go, ref. Yeah, Booker T always was very, you know, like aggressive in the ring in the best way possible. Nitro logo, center of the ring. Oh. Little Harlem sidekick there. Oh no, this might be it. Wow. Like I said, this is the last bite at the apple. It's like when Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles in that Slammiversary match. It's actually the night that Cornette showed up in TNA. Blunt force trauma there from Drake. Or Knight, whatever you want to call him. But when Daniels and Styles had all those matches against America's Most Wanted. Wow, he hit it again. And Larry Zbyszko told him, listen, you got one more shot at the pay-per-view. And if you want to watch a great tag team wrestling match, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels at Slammiversary, inside Cradle here, versus America's Most Wanted, the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm and Wildcat Chris Harris. See a power move, Book. Well, and you know, Booker was a great champion. I mean, from the time that he was a tag team champion, he was... Oh, man. Uh-oh. Oh. Wow. Oh, come on, game. Don't do it to me, EA. EA, don't do it to me. Between 2K... Don't know how that happened. But between 2K and EA, and yes, I do realize this is... not an EA game. EA, the... New champion! God! Wow. That's it. Congrats. WCW as a new champion. Wow.
Here is your winner, and new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, LA Knight.
Pure Pro Wrestling will be making a comeback at some point. I think it was a great Nitro. We're doing that every week in Universe Mode. I can't believe... I really was hoping that I was going to be able to walk out with Booker as the world champion. In any case, we're going to end the stream now. It has been your host, your friend, your pal, your boy, your mate. I'd like to thank Comrade, the pro wrestling guy. Trev came through. Anybody else who was lurking in chat. And I will catch you all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Later.